Oh, shut up. Over there dreaming, boy. Boy, I was born ready. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, damn, my bad. I already pressed you. Alright, my bad. I already pressed you. My bad, my nigga. I know what you was doing, my nigga. I shot it for that. I know what you doing. I mean, cause shit, nigga. I thought you was talking to Carter or something. So, nigga, I'm gonna take that. Hell yeah, if you talking to Carter, nigga, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that all day if you talking to Carter, nigga. What the fuck? Ah! That should have been a pick. That should have been a pick city. Kick your field goal and get out of here, Mike McGinnis. It's not easy. It's not easy out here, dog. Exactly.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly
no pressure.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Oh, come on, Ingram.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Now he's flipped.
Are you didn't throw the ball?
He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take.
Hold on, fool.
Yeah, man.
Hey. Yeah, you doing pretty good about you?
Parmesan or crushed red pepper?
Yeah, I can take both.
You and him. I'm hating on you. Talking about if I beat my daughters off school next week, so I'm pretty excited.
Oh, yes.
I can't wait. Because I worked nights and weekends, so I don't really get that much time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'll
bet you will. 22.
Okay.
We wrapped the presents before she came home from school today.
Yeah.
And she's like, ooh, she ran right to the tree.
Yeah.
She noticed it like instantly. As soon as she got home, she's like, oh, there's presents under the tree. Like,
yeah, I know that is, yeah. I remember them days. Love them.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good one, man.
Thank you.
Yep.
Landlord. That nigga said he want his rent in 1 or 2 ways and shit. He tired of getting it the other way, so he prefer cash this month. I forgot that Boo Park came out. I'm gonna try that Boo Park out too.
Hello. Yeah. Shit, Mazio's. Nah, that was some Mazio's, man.
They'll run it now.
Get your stupid ass down, Mike McGinnis!
And this one goes nowhere.
Goddamn fool!
On the play back at the 46. That's gonna go.
Yeah, keep that ain't around.
Second down.
Yeah, keep it up, little nigga.
Now Foles.
Give me that! Oh my God! Y'all gotta pick that. Who is that on him? Who is that?
Getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Who the fuck is on there?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right.
Yeah, you better do something. Throw that goddamn ball. Fucking pussy. Kick you another field goal and get your ass out of here.
At the 20-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7.
Give them good field goals.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2.
Come on, Dave.
They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now.
Get your stupid ass down, Mike McGinnis! You goddamn fool! Goddamn idiot!
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overran.
Oh my God! We should have sacked that motherfucker ass nigga. He can't do that shit no more. That shit that Carter used to get away, he can't do it no more. Them more passes, kick your field goal and get your ass out of here, Mike McGinnis.
That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche.
Damn, they barely gave it to him.
So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0.
Barely gave it to
Probably
him.
not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think they've shown that they can have some success.
Don't get a touchdown, fella.
So they'll go back to the
Slow motion.
knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
I know what we gotta do. We just gotta get off this
Probably should
motherfucker.
have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Running with Kamara. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to succeed.
There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 64 yards. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that, because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, I'm trying to erase this deficit. In motion right is Aguilar. They run again with Barner. And he's got some space here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down he goes but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I love when a play results in a gain that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run with a J. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps up, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Breeze to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Craig Robertson from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Right 5-4, right 5-4. Ready? 12.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The pressure gets to him again. Vinny Curry in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. In motion right is Aguilar. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They run again with a jive. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one gets...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.